I never want to do this again. I might be doing the most unhinged thing I have done yet. I'm going nuts. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to think this vlog is cursed. Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Lindsay. Thank you for joining me today on this video where I might be doing the most unhinged thing I have done yet. There's been this trend in the booktube community where booktubers are swapping their screen time that they spend scrolling on their phone for reading time with such fun, zany results. And I was just thinking like, maybe I should try that with writing. Not to belittle the people's struggle in those videos, because reading for like 9+ hours a day is a lot of work. But writing is just a tad bit different. And my thought was, you know, this is my job. This should be easy, right? I already am spending 4+ hours a day writing, supposedly. What's adding a couple extra hours? So together we are gonna go on this journey and we are gonna see how this goes. I've decided to make some rules that kind of work for me and how the day is going to go. I will be using the stopwatch timer on my phone. When we figure out the amount of time that I do need to be spending writing, I will only be turning the timer on for that writing session. It's not like I'm gonna have it running all day. Like it's like, oh, you know, no, we're being strict. Also, I'm not allowing myself to use this as a time for work. It is not swapping screen time for work time. It's swapping screen time. Why is this hard to say? It's swapping screen time for writing time. So doing YouTube stuff or checking my emails or whatever else administrative stuff I have to do doesn't count. So let's talk about what parameters I'm using to figure out how much time we are gonna spend writing. I wanted to mold this challenge around Instagram scrolling time specifically. That is the one social media app that I have that I will endlessly scroll on. I'm gonna show you my screen time and some of you will be like, that's nothing. Or some of you will be like, oh my gosh, that's like all day. I spend more time than I want on it, and that's the main issue. So I am specifically choosing Instagram time. Let me go ahead and screen record, and we are gonna go to my settings and we are going to find out how much time I have spent on Instagram. Also, don't judge me for like how zoomed in things are, okay? I'm a grandma. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll to where we can find actual Instagram. And I think we're gonna go by last week because this week obviously isn't complete. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say however much time I spent on Instagram last week is how much time I have to be spending writing. So back, okay, we have 6 hours and 45 minutes. I just look at that and I get embarrassed because I'm like, oh, that's almost 7 hours a week that you're doing nothing. And sometimes when I'm scrolling, it's not even like the videos I'm watching are necessarily something that I would look up or Google or would be interested in the first place. It's just kind of like something to do for a moment to disconnect. And I don't like that. That is why I read. I read to kind of escape and relax and disconnect from life. I don't need to also be doing it through Instagram. Also, a normal audiobook is like 8 to 9 hours. That's a whole book that I could be reading through the week that I'm spending scrolling. So this will be a nice little punishment for myself. Because it's already a little bit late in the day, I'm gonna go ahead and do this challenge tomorrow. I mentioned before that usually my work days, because how I have them set up, I usually spend around 6.5 hours, sometimes 7 as a full work day. And that is admin and writing. Actual writing per day is usually no more than 4 hours. I just find that's how my creativity works. It works nicely with taking breaks and doing other things in between. So 4 hours tops a day spent actually, you know, fingers to keyboard writing. So we'll see how it goes. So that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Pray for me. We're stopping for a minute. I've got about 20 minutes of work in there. Let me update you. I am working on Project Pyro. For those of you who may be new here, Project Pyro is my YA thriller mystery that I've currently been working on. I wrote the first draft back in 2021. It's been hard to find time with all of my other contracted middle grade work. Finally, I have some time to just kind of work on what I want this year, and this is the closest draft that I have to actually getting out there and like maybe going on submissions. So I'm trying to finish this off before, you know, the end of summer, so I can get it out to betas, CPs, and my agent, do some revisions, and hopefully try to sell it this year. Or at least start the process of trying to sell it this year. One really amazing thing though is that I am in the last 10 chapters of this draft. I'm so excited. It feels way closer to being at the end when I say, oh, there's only 10 chapters left to do. The only thing about this type of video with this type of draft is that I'm not drafting, so it's not like I'm gonna have like this epic word count, you know, by the end of all of this. I might not have too much to show for it because what I'm working on right now is like line edits, prose, voice, and stuff, and that actually takes a lot of time for me. I'm very slow at this point, so we'll see how this goes. I was able to read over the chapter that I'm writing. It's a really fun one. It's really tense. My main character just had like a bomb dropped on her, and so she is meeting up with kind of like this person who has been plaguing her, terrorizing her the whole story, and she's gonna finally be able to see their face and get some information that was just dropped to her. So she's meeting up with them, and yeah, the whole trajectory of the book kind of shifts from here. We kind of like move into what feels like the third act. I read through it, I took some notes, I highlighted some pieces that needed specific work, and then I wrote in and highlighted sections of things I needed to add and like make prettier, like ideas for that type of thing. But yeah, I'm getting hungry now, so I'm gonna go make some quick food, and I might need to take a little bit of a break because I do have some emails that I need to answer and some emails that I need to draft up. So I might have to do a little bit of that before I jump back into my project. Ooh, I want to get back to it though as soon as possible because I do not want to be writing like past 7 p.m. So many technical difficulties. First of all, look at my grandma camera. This is what I have to do to keep her together. Like, look, she took a tumble just like 5 seconds ago, and literally this whole thing is like detached. Like, so look, so when I'm like trying to film, it won't stay the right way up. It's always falling over. So many technical difficulties, and then this, I have to have it plugged in now because for some reason the Bluetooth connection is so laggy. I had the great idea of trying rubber bands, so let's try to do some quick surgery here. Oh, I just feel like they're gonna snap off and definitely hit me in the face. Okay. This is what we have. Slay. Okay, we're back in business. I had to pause it for a minute, but back to it. All right, I had to come in. I wanted to take a little bit of a break, use the bathroom, make some more coffee. Let's play a little bit of good news and bad news. Good news is that I'm absolutely on the ball with writing. 900 and something words in. It's going really well. I got really sucked into the scene in that last like 45 minutes, and I just didn't even notice that I was so engaged. It was like just flowing. So that's a really good sign. If I can keep up that level of flow and momentum, I should be able to finish this chapter hopefully within the next hour. Bad news is I don't have any espresso pods, so we're just making some more coffee. The way in which the writing gods are against me today. I just came in here because I need to walk on my walking pad. I hit my head with this and it fell. Completely fell. I mean, like, all of my stuffed animals fell on my head. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to think this vlog is cursed. Luckily, I was able to catch Samuel L. Jackson before he fell to his death. But I came in here because it is now, what did I stop the timer at? 3 hours, 36 minutes. I needed to come in here because I've been sitting so long that I need to move my body a little bit, and I was like, okay, I will just walk a little bit on my walking pad. I went ahead and answered some emails that I needed to, and I completed one excerpt in Project Pyro. I also am almost done with the chapter. I kind of skipped around because I was like, oh, I need something light. Oh my god, are my glasses cracked? No, they're just dirty. Ugh, yeah, it literally fell on me like this. I caught it with like this side of my face. Yeah, I feel like I wanted to take a break for a minute, so I switched from doing the chapter to doing the excerpt because the excerpt was super short, like talking like under 100 words or something. So I just finished that off really quick, and now I'm back into the chapter. I'm gonna work on that while I move. According to my Fitbit, it usually takes me an hour and 12 minutes to walk 3 miles, so that's what I'm gonna do, and that's gonna be nice because it's going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You know what? That's gonna have to work. You guys, now my walking pad belt is starting to slip. Had to stop and fix it. It was smelling like it was burning. So I gotta get down here and be a man. I'm not gonna lie though, that was a workout in and of itself, like flipping this thing up, rubbing it down, looping it up. And like I had the electric wrench out, the screwdriver. I was like a full-blown man. Like, look out, lock up your wives. Oh, it's being weird. The longer this video goes on, the more I'm about to lose my mind. But you know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. That took an hour and a half for me to fix that. When I finally got the belt on there straight, then it was too loose. Like, something is truly out to get me, to keep me from this swap time goal. Is Mercury in retrograde? Because honestly. But you know what? I feel even more determined to hit this goal. Like, oh, you're throwing punches my way? Guess what? She's like, can't hit me. I'm losing my mind. I didn't get my walk today. It's fixed now. I could, but I'm starving. And that was very stressful on top of a lot of other things that haven't gone my way. So I'm gonna go eat some pizza. I think I still have 2-3 hours left of this challenge. It's 4:45, but I got this, baby. Can't nothing stand in my way. More determined now than ever. You guys, the husband knew. He knew I was having a time. This is my favorite thing that Crumble makes, and it's not even a cookie. Oh, he took the bite tax. The Tres Leches, man, my favorite. This is much needed. All right, kids, we're at the tail end of it. Actually, not really at all. We're like halfway through. Isn't this fun? Aren't we all glad I did this as a challenge? The 2 hours, 55 minutes. I'm gonna pull up the glass witch, or, oh my gosh, the glass witch? What is this, 2019? Lord Jesus, someone send help. An hour 40 left. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have made some big work. I have finished chapter 17, finished the excerpt I told you about, and I ended up finishing another one as well. So now with this last hour and a half, basically, I'm going to start chapter 18, which is officially the last chapter in Act 2 for me. This ends on a, not really like a reveal, but like a hook, I think. All right, moving back outside. Feel like I got another little bit left in me. Some good lighting out here, so let's get it done. I am 100% fading. There is like no way around that. We've got just over an hour left to get through. We're gonna keep pushing though. I do think that since I'm really struggling with creativity, that I am going to start bumping around this chapter and just looking for sections that I feel like I can complete easily with as little brain power as possible. So probably just do some dialogue. There is a reason that I do not usually write more than 4 hours in a day, because that is just where my creativity starts to take a dip. Words become hard. I start seeing a lot more repetition in the things that I'm writing, and I'm just like, and to be completely fair, today with everything going on has been a little bit more difficult than most of my writing days are. They're usually pretty chill, but for whatever, today I was handed a little bit more than normal. I had to come back inside, but we're getting so close. 35 minutes left. Oh my gosh. But I needed more water, and I didn't refill this. But also I didn't bring my laptop razor up there, so my posture was getting pretty bad and I was starting to feel it. Hindsight, I think that this challenge would have been such a better idea when I was drafting, because if you're drafting, you don't have to worry about things being bad. You just fart out the words, you know? It's like as many as you can get, as long as you're pooping in the toilet, then you can clean it later. Trying to revise and having the smart part of your brain on for a long period of time, questionable decision on my part. Last update before I'm done, I'm gonna get it done. I just had a lovely little break. Me and my husband watched some dumb dog videos, which is my favorite way to scroll on Instagram, which is what got me in this problem in the first way. Too much Instagram scrolling, but you know what? Sometimes it's a nice way to relax. And I love watching dumb dogs do funny things. That is my Instagram kryptonite. That, and then like children getting slightly hurt or slightly scared. Anyway, I got this new Waterloo from Guy Fieri personally, so better be bussin'. Isn't that what all the kids say? Spice mango sorbet. Here you go, Guy Fieri, this one's to you. Not spiced, but mango-y. All right, let's do this. I'm ready to be done. Okay, enough of that. We met. Oh. Not expecting that. What the heck? Oh my god. In Guy Fieri's Waterloo, have some self-respect. Thank you. Honestly. Oh, she's very offended. Oh, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm so happy to be done. I'm so dead. There's nothing left in my body but caffeine and Guy Fieri juice. Hated that.
Don't ever say that again.
I'm going nuts. Okay, so you guys didn't see it. Behind the scenes, I'm still working on other things. Like I have my little projects I'm doing. I have my emails I have to answer, all my admin stuff. That's all happening throughout the day. And I still wrote for 6 hours and 45 minutes. And I still did my like 2 hours of admin. And then however many extra hours of all of this filming stuff on top of that. I probably have had a 10-hour workday at this point. I mean, it is now, it's 9:12 and I started working at like 9:15 this morning. So it's like a 12-hour-ish workday. Let's wrap this up really quickly. So I didn't get halfway through chapter 18, but I got a good amount into it. In fact, I think I wrote a word count down. In total, I wrote or revised today 2,408 words. That is massive. That is so massive for me, you guys. Like I am such a slow reviser. 2 chapters, 2 excerpts, 2,408 words done, 3 machine malfunctions, and 3 brain cells left, baby. Where are the other 3?
What, Chauncey?
We're sharing brain cells, me and Chauncey. R.I.P. Let me think if I have anything profound to say about this experiment. I never want to do this again, and it has been a great punishment for endlessly scrolling on Instagram when not needed. I mean, like this 15-20 minutes that me and Brian just did looking at children getting hit by big bouncy balls and dogs falling over, that's fine. That was needed. That was a nice little decompress. What I don't need is to scroll on my phone for an hour when I wake up. You know what I mean? This is kind of put into perspective how much time I actually spend on my phone and the amount of time that I'm losing. You know what I mean? Like all of the time that I worked today was the amount of time lost last week. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna decompress, read a book, touch some grass, do something. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't checked out my books, I have 2. The Glass Witch and the Odds. They're always linked down below. You can check those out. You know, if you like the goofy weird vibes here, you might like the goofy weird vibes of the book. And I promise the next one won't be so chaotic. Actually, I don't promise that, but I hope. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.